Hey, Sugarfoots, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade. What is this show? Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 8 review. Before we begin, I got some behind the scenes tea for you guys. So it was announced via People magazine 2 days ago that Ashley actually filed for divorce from Michael. The papers have finally been filed, okay? No more Capiana about the divorce. It is happening. I can let you guys know right now that Dean will be representing her in this divorce. Yes, he will be. It's kind of a conflict of interest because he is her son and Michael is his father. But, you know, his mama paid the retainer, so he had to, take the case. So shout out to Dean. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very emotional, but, he got to do what he got to do for his mama. Because he's still living at home, technically, So they need to get all the coins that they can get out of Gullum. But let's get into tonight's episode. So Ashley and Gizelle have a GNA event, and Stacy brings TJ. None of the other ladies brought their guys, but she brought hers, TJ came with his yoga mat and his leggings. He loves a nice pair of exercise leggings. I wonder, do he get them from Lululemon? Or She by Sheree? He got the body. Technically, him and Sheree are very similar in body types. Very on top, and the big bubble butt, the strong, thick legs. They kind of look alike too. I mean, they could be brothers and sisters. Crossover. I'm just saying. Jizzy decides that she's going to introduce Ashley as an international pop rock star so she can come sing that song. If you don't remember how it went, I'm going to play it for you. Because if I had to be tortured by listening to it, y'all going to have to listen to it again.
Takes a lot of courage performing that song in front of all of those people. About her singing. Throw up your hands, forget about all your problems and party. She put forth such an effort.
Girl, I'm gonna swim in her head. You know who Ashley could do singing for? Like, them like cartoon Barbie shows. Like, she got the voice for that. Not anything real, where you got to be able to sing. You just got to be able to make kids happy. That's what she need to focus on, baby, because she sounded a mess. It was Wendy when they announced the fact that she was about to perform. Wendy gonna tell me some Ashley. No. Like, please stop. So after the event, Mia sits down with the girls and tells them about how Ink and Gordon got into it and how he stormed out and how he brought up the fact that she was an adulterer and how she unalived a baby that she got pregnant with by Ink. And everybody is just like, oh my God, like that's crazy. Gizelle, however, in her confessional ain't here for it. She thinks that Mia is doing too much, revealing too much. And she says that she actually feels bad for Gordon. Once again, I don't understand how anybody feels bad for Gordon, because I could care less about Gordon's feelings, because Gordon didn't give a damn about his otherwise feelings when he was out here cheating on her with Mia. So I could care less. Ink said that he would be willing to remove himself from the situation if he's triggering G. So in that conversation, she was making it seem like they were done. They were separating. He was going to let her do her and figure that out and back off. So everybody, is consoling Mia, even though I ain't see no tears. She was fake crying once again. They're all consoling her and letting her know that they'll be there for her. The next day is Karen's court day. She looked fabulous, honey. And Karen in her confessional says, "Of course, I'm nervous about any accusations thrown against me." And I think this is why some people have an issue with Karen when she says stuff like this. It's like, it's not an accusation when they found 2 cans of beer in your car. Your license wasn't up to date. Your car wasn't registered. You were allegedly slurring and wobbly and all of these things. Your car was like off the road. Like, none of that is an accusation, my love. It's like, I understand you can't say much about it, but like, you can't be saying stuff like this either. The girls minus Ashley link up, and Kiana tells the girls that Karen sent a message saying that the court date was postponed until September. So the girls are shocked by this. It didn't actually get postponed though until September. She actually went back to court in July. And that's when she asked the court to dismiss the DUI, but they said no. So Gizelle decides that she's going to FaceTime Karen to see how she's doing, but Karen doesn't answer the FaceTime. Mia going to say, text her first to make sure she not drunk. And Stacey was like, I don't think she drinks anymore. She never drinks when we're together. And Wendy made a face. Wendy was like, Karen don't drink no more? Okay, girl, you say so. But Mia was like, if Karen don't drink, I'm celibate. And so Stacey was like, then Karen is truly a drunk. And they started laughing and high-fiving each other. And Wendy side-eyed Stacey, like, and she was just shaking her head. So I was confused by when Wendy made the face when Stacey said that Karen doesn't drink anymore. It was giving me that she made that face like, you can't be that naive to think that Karen still don't drink. But then I was also thrown off when she was side-eyeing Stacey for making the joke about then Karen is truly a drunk. And I guess this is how the whole situation is going to come about with Karen and Wendy getting into it. Because I'm going to bet that Wendy goes back to Karen and tells Karen what Stacey said, making a joke about her situation. Karen's going to feel some type of way about it and confront her about that. And they're going to get into it. And then Stacey is then going to go out to lunch and talk to Wendy and tell Wendy about the things that Karen has said about her. And that's how that whole situation is going to go down. So I'm ready to see how this is gonna play out. Hopefully things are much better between Wendy and Karen, because they do have a little falling out this season. Yeah, Stacey is a little flip-floppy to me. You know what I'm saying? Karen pointed that out before the season started, that she kind of a little wishy-washy. You know what I'm saying? She don't stand firm in her opinion. So we gonna see. Then we go to Ashley's house and we get to see my Deanie Weenie, Mr. Feeney, and the president, honey. They are helping Ashley decorate her birthday cake. She is 36 years old. It's not her actual birthday, but they're celebrating. She has her family and stuff coming over. And Uncle Lump and his wife and her cousins and her mama join. And they're in the kitchen and they're discussing the fact that on her birthday, which is that Saturday, she's going to be going to Wendy's birthday party, even though it's her actual birthday. She's going to do something the following day, though. They also discuss this at that time, the upcoming mediation between her and Michael and divorce and all of this stuff. And it was Dean and Mr. President sitting on top of that island drinking water. And out of nowhere, Dean takes a sip of water, turns and look at the camera and goes, ah! I was like, you crazy like your daddy. But he later told me he did that because he, is tired of all of the divorce talk. You know what I'm saying? He's already representing his mother in the case. He doesn't want any outside influence. This is supposed to be family time. They were not supposed to be discussing this legal matter. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to spend time with his family and his mom and celebrate her day. He didn't want to discuss the business aspect of things. Dean barely gets a day off. So when he does take time off, he really wants to make sure that he's in the moment, and really focusing on the people that he loves. It's family time. He doesn't want to talk about work. He put work aside to be there with his family, and I think that let me change it. I don't think I know, because he told me that, he felt like it was a slap in the face. I'm just going to be honest with you. He told me that it was a slap in the face, that here he was taking the day off, okay? Taking the day off to spend time with his mama and her family, his family, and all they could do was talk about the case. And that's the one thing that he asked for them not to do on his day off. And he just felt like nobody was listening. Nobody was hearing him. Nobody appreciated the fact that he took off to be there. He has other cases that he's working on. Like I told you, he's, doing his side hustles with becoming a botanist. He's getting prepared to go to Mars. He has a lot on his plate. Dean is a very busy guy, so nobody has time for all of this foolishness. He just wanted to have relaxing family time, so I can't blame him. I really honestly can't. I'm team Dean. Okay. So, Ashley get the fake crying. Not one tear came out of her damn eye. Girl, she don't bit no more care about divorcing no dang on Michael, child. Mia goes and picks Ink up from the airport. And they in the car and they talk about Gordon and how after they had that explosive argument in the kitchen, how he stormed off, and literally after that, he was fine and they was kicking it on the rooftop with the kids at the pool. Now, this could very well be because of his manic disorder. People with bipolar energy, have, manic states, and they have extreme highs and extreme lows and their mood swings. It could have easily been that, or it could have been the fact that he didn't want this conversation on camera because it make him look like a sucker at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And G is a man with a certain amount of pride where, yeah, we can kick it off camera and be cordial, but I don't want to do this on TV because it make me look some type of way. Could be either or. So it's the day of Wendy's white party, which was fabulous. It was gorgeous. The decor was everything. I loved her dress. I didn't like the gold chandelier earrings with the silverish, creamish dress. It kind of threw it off. But the party looked fabulous. Everybody came dressed in white. It's actually Ashley's birthday. She never let us forget it for 1 second. She came looking like she was an extra from Beyonce's Lemonade. I don't know what the hell she had on, but she looked a mess. Mia decides she's going to speak to Wendy's mom because she hasn't seen her since they had words a season or two ago. And the mama says, for once, I put you in my prayers. Mama's like, I'm not a witch. I believe in God, okay? I believe in God, the Most High. Rain down holy fire on you. They make a truce or whatever while she's checking Mia at the same time. Some dude was like all on Stacy and Ashley and some of the other girls. Ashley, once again, is mentioning to anybody that will listen that it's her birthday. I don't like that. Don't come to my event complaining about how it's your birthday. You didn't have to be here. You could have done something on your birthday. So, don't do that. That was just childish. Wendy arrives on a car boat. Gizelle is confused that Ink little bitty self is there because of the conversation she literally had a few days ago with Mia. Wendy, mama, and her sister discussed the fact that Eddie's siblings not speaking. They feel some type of way about that. And I would too. Like, cause if we supposed to be starting new, then you could at least speak, bitch. The fuck? TJ this whole time has been off talking to Ray, whomever else. We did see Stacy saying, where is TJ? Where is TJ? But she's mingling, talking to people, having a good time. They all sit down to have dinner. TJ finds her at the table and sits down. And she was like, hi. He was like, oh, yeah, hi. You remember that I'm here? She was like, yeah, I know that you're here. He was like, well, you sat down by yourself. Like, he had an attitude. First of all, ain't no man with no box, an actual box fro, because it's not even a straight box. Ain't nobody with a little afro box gonna call theyself checking me. Because who you talking to? I am at work, technically, sir. We grown. You know how to work a room? Girl. But she was like, I'm sorry, being very empathetic. And he says that he felt some type of way because she was ignoring him. And he then goes on to tell her that she need to get it together, man. And she gently touched the crook of his arm. And he says, you can take your hands off me. You sassy bitch, you. I would have told him, you ain't never got to worry about me ever putting a hand on you, putting my eyes on you, because you can go. Because who you talking to, first of all, Miss Girl? Then, it's icy towards them. And she says, you like the flowers? And he says, that's girl talk. I would have been like, well, bitch, I'm talking to another woman. Like, who you talking to? Stacy, if you don't go on about your business, ma'am, it ain't that deep. You ain't even having sex with this man. And you letting him talk to you, girl? No. No, we not even doing that. No. So then all the ladies gather and they're talking, and Gizelle confronts Mia about you crying to us about you and Ink breaking up and about G cussing y'all out. For 24 hours later, you posting videos of y'all all kicking it together like a happy family. Like, what is going on? And Ashley in her confessional says Mia knows Ink is a trigger for Gordon, and I'm having a really hard time sympathizing with her now. I take pause with that because if he is a trigger, and first of all, it's never been said that he's a trigger for Gordon out of Gordon's mouth. What she told them was Ink said if he's a trigger for Gordon, he will step back, right? But if they're separated and going to get a divorce, I guess for them it's okay to date other people. Because remember, she said that he's dating other people as well too. So I don't feel like her life should stop because of what he got going on when he's obviously out here seeing other people. You know what I'm saying? But Mia says the fathers of my children can get along. And everybody was like, what you say, girl? The fathers. I thought Gordon was the father of your kids. What is going on? And then the episode goes off. Child, you can't make this stuff up. I'm going to give this week's episode of Potomac a B minus. Yeah. Next week's episode looks like it's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it. The ladies are still bringing it. I'm very excited. The mid-season trailer looked phenomenal. I did a reaction to it over on my Patreon. Once again, if you have not joined me over on Patreon, please do so. The link is down below in the description box. I actually watch these shows along with you, so you guys can watch the shows with me and see my live reaction to the episodes. Okay, so join me over on Patreon. You can watch all the reviews that I do with me in real time as I'm watching it. That's the first tier. Second tier, you get that plus the shows that I'm watching for just exclusively for Patreon. So right now we just wrapped up Selling Sunset season 8, and we're currently watching Cross, the new Alex Cross drama series on what network that come on? I can't remember what network come on, but it stars Aldous Hodge. Phoenix. Okay, we're on episode 2. Episode 3 will be up in a few days. It's really, really good. It's a thriller. Loving it. Black people, yes, okay, and it's based in Washington, D.C., okay? So if you want to watch that along with me and with us, join me on the second tier on my Patreon. I love you guys. I will see you on the next video. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.